Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so Stanley Johnson's going to be signed to another 10-day, and I know a lot of Laker Nations very happy to have him back, but not for the rest of the season, and it's making some people scratch their heads. But to be honest with you, I have no doubt that he'll be signing for the rest of the season. I think we're signing him to another 10-day for flexibility reasons. We're buying ourselves some time. I think if we don't sign him to a big contract, that gives us at least 10 days to try to make a move and maneuver our cap better, which tells me that within 10 days, Rob Pelinka probably intends to do something that's going to either create cap space or move some pieces around or something, because otherwise it would be no reason to give him another 10-day. It's very obvious to anyone with eyes that this guy has earned his keep. He is going to be a Los Angeles Laker for the rest of the season, and that's pretty much the end of it. Now, how they go about making that happen is the question. But there is no doubt in my mind that he should be here and that they should want him. Everything after that is really just us waiting. But yeah, so we do have him for at least another 10 days. I'd imagine he's not going to do anything to make us feel like we shouldn't keep him for another 10 days after that. But most importantly, we look within the next 2 weeks for something to happen. Um, I really do believe that, because otherwise we ain't gonna just keep signing him to 10 days and 10 days and 10 days and 10 days. I don't expect, and I definitely don't expect them to cut him after this second 10-day period, as I just said. So this is about flexibility, um, and I think that the Lakers are, like I said in the previous videos, I think Rob is doing a great job of being very meticulous, calculated, and patient about how he's maneuvering this trade season. Um, and I know for a fact that we're gonna do something. It may not necessarily be what we're thinking we're gonna do, but I do think that something big is coming. I do think we're gonna get an influx of new talent. Um, Now, who has to go out? Hopefully, it's Russell Westbrook. I think we all can agree that Russell Westbrook's contract is no good for us, regardless of how great or how poorly he plays. Um, it's just not good to have that much cap wrapped up in one player who's not living up to that number, and he's not going to live up to that number, not as it pertains to what our needs are, not as it pertains to how we evaluate super duper stars. That is not a $190 million player over the next 2 years or whatever that craziness is. So I think the Lakers should try to do what they can to move on from that, and I think they've already begun the process of fielding calls for him and making making things happen to try to make that happen. So um, the thing about Rob is he does a good job of pulling a rabbit out of the hat, man. So I'm poised to be su- surprisingly happy with whatever's about to happen. I don't expect to be disappointed. That's what I guess is what I'm saying. Um, I just think that he has the potential and always has had the potential to pull it together. And I think if he doesn't have his arms tied behind his back, he can put together a damn good squad. So hopefully LeBron will allow him to do that, cut in dry, and we'll see what happens from there. But I'm fairly excited about what I'm seeing in the short term from our guards, and of course from LeBron James. All we've really learned is who we like playing and who we don't over the last couple of games. That's what we've learned. And getting some guys back has made us feel really good about what some of them look like going forward. And like Malik Monk, has been really, really great for us. So that's something we also can appreciate, finding out that we could really, really depend on him consistently for scoring, and we can go to him for various points in the game and get that from him. So, yeah, I think that creates a bit of a dynamic that we didn't know we had. To be honest, we knew the kid was talented, but I don't think we thought that he would be this reliable. So, yeah, that's what we're in for. Hopefully bringing back Stanley Johnson for more than just 10 days, and then we'll see what the Lakers do from there. So, yeah, that's what I got to say, man. BDF 44, the Lakers play again on Friday. The Atlanta Hawks coming into town. Um, that's game 3 of a 5-game homestand, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how that goes, and um, we'll see what happens. I'll make an entirely different video about that as that game approaches, and yeah, stay tuned. BDF 44.